Now, let's think back. If you're going to learn how to use a typewriter, you'd need a piece of paper in that typewriter, correct? If you didn't have any paper, trying to learn a typewriter would be pretty difficult. Same thing with the computer. We have a keyboard, but in order to use that keyboard and learn how to use that keyboard, we have to have a program on the computer open that enables us to type on the computer. The type of program that enables us to type is called a word processing program. Now, there are hundreds of different word processing programs out there. You might have heard of Microsoft Word, WordPerfect, Notepad, a lot of different programs out there. Today, we are going to work with Notepad. Reason is Notepad comes on pretty much every computer that's out there. It's a very basic program. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's very straightforward. It's going to enable us to do some basic word processing and some basic typing. So now if you think back, in Basic Computers Part 1, we learned how to use that Start menu to open up a program. We're going to do the same thing here in Basic Computers Part 2. We're going to go to that Start menu, look through the Start menu for the program called Notepad. To open Notepad, click the Start button. Highlight Programs. Highlight Accessories. Highlight the option Notepad. Click your left mouse button on Notepad, and the program Notepad will open up. Now let's follow those outline steps together. Let's move our mouse arrow down to the Start button, click one time with the left mouse button, and the Start menu will open up. The next step said to go to All Programs. When the mouse arrow is placed above all programs will highlight, and the All Programs submenu will open up. Slide the mouse arrow into the All Programs submenu. Once you are inside the All Programs submenu, slide your mouse arrow to the option Accessories. Once Accessories is highlighted, slide into the Accessories menu. Once you are inside the Accessories menu, slide down to the option Notepad. Notepad will highlight in blue. Click one time with your left mouse button, and the Notepad option will be selected. Great job opening up Notepad. Now let's take a look at this program before we get started working with it. If you take a look at Notepad, what happened? It opened up in a window, just like we talked about in Basic Computers Part 1. Every single program we ever work with will open up in a window. And remember, all windows have the same basic 4 characteristics. 1, we have a title bar. The blue title bar says Untitled Notepad. So it's telling us we have a Notepad file, a Notepad piece of paper open here. We haven't given it a name yet, so it's just untitled. Below the title bar, we have the menu bar, the gray menu. And remember, last time in Solitaire, we only had 2 menus. Now we have many more. We have about 5 menus on that menu bar. In addition to the title bar and the menu bar, we have in the upper right-hand corner of this window, minimize, maximize, and close. And the 4th characteristic is down there on that taskbar at the bottom of the screen. We have a corresponding button that says Notepad. It says Untitled Notepad. So we see, even though we might not have ever used the Notepad program before, we already know a lot about this program. We know about the title bar, the menu bar, the minimize, maximize, and close buttons, and we also know that there's a corresponding button down on the toolbar.